Kev, how would you assess kind of what you saw on film from last night, and just what stands out to you and some of the struggles maybe you guys were experiencing?
Yeah, I think some of the things that we found success in the first two games, they kind of flipped the script and found success in their building against us, and a lot of the hustle plays, being more physical, offensive rebounding, playing out in transition. For us was a area that I think we have to improve on in Game 4 that we're really good in. I think won that little battle in Games 1 and 2, and they won it last night.
Did you feel like they controlled almost, most aspects? Was there anything you felt that you could roll over into Game 4 that was a positive?
Yeah, we got a lot of open looks. I think there's positives that, it's easy to say we didn't make shots, but we did. We missed a lot of open looks. I think we can get to even more just by watching film and seeing how they're guarding us and where some of the passes might be and where we could try to exploit their defense. But we got a lot of good looks. Even defensively, I think our first line of defense defensively was good. We just weren't finishing possessions. And so, if we can clean up some of that, I think we can limit some of the second chance points and some of the late threes that they were able to hit. But just got to clean a little things up.
What's the challenge in maintaining that physical presence? Obviously, you talked about what you guys did in Game 1 and Game 2, Game 3. They were more physical, getting the second chance opportunities. What's the challenge in kind of maintaining that level like you guys did in Game 1 and 2?
Yeah, just mental focus, just no relax. This team's so good at just their movement off the ball and the type of shooters that they have on the court and the movement of their offense. You just mentally got to be focused and locked in, and trying to stay attached to your man for the full length of the shot clock.
Is that harder to do when you're like missing shots, and then you're talking about end of possession, where you guys defend well for like 22 seconds, they get a rebound? Is that kind of the mental component?
It can be, but at this point in the season, it can't be. We got to be able to be locked in on that end of the court, and I think even in a lot of ways in Games 1 and 2, our defense, for the most part, won us those games and able to make enough offensive plays towards the end, but. Last night our defense wasn't picking up our offense the way it had.
I know you said you guys are pretty happy with the looks that you're getting, but throughout the regular season, you guys are one of the best shooting teams in the league, and the stats haven't been great in that regard the first 3 games of the series. What do you attribute it to? Like, is there any element of pressing, or is the pace of the game different in the playoffs, and is that keeping into it? How do you view that?
I think in a lot of ways it's the rhythm of our offense. They've done a good job of taking away a lot of the movement and the flow and rhythm of what we do, and so the threes are open, but they're not, I guess, the ones that we're accustomed to getting within the flow of our offense. And credit to them, that's something that they obviously watched film on, and they came in right from Game 1 trying to take us out of a lot of our movement and off-ball cutting and the threes that we're accustomed to getting in the flow of our offense that they've taken away. And so we just got to continue to try to get open looks, continue to work, and to continue to seek out those looks.
To that point, can you guys do anything to help Belmont to unlock that flow that y'all have all year long?
Oh, for sure, big time, and we have to. Domas all year has done a great job of getting everybody else open, making everybody else's lives easier. And right now, just for us, cutting a little bit harder for him, being more physical at the point of attack, setting screens to get him open. Being in the right spots, just so when he is going one-on-one, he has outlets to get to if he needs them. But of course, we can be better for him.
Speaking of Domas, did you notice the ovation that he got last night? Did the team have fun with that at all?
Yeah, we did. You notice it. We didn't really say too much about it, though.
When a team is going through the shooting struggles as a group, do you handle it the same way as an individual going through shooting struggles?
It just keeps shooting. That's the mindset. We've been saying it in timeouts. Our coaches have done a good job of yelling it even while the game's going on, is just telling everybody to keep shooting. They're the looks we want. Even if we are missing, I think a big strength of ours all year has been offensive rebounding, and sometimes those long rebounds of us crashing and our guards getting in, even when we're missing, it's good offense for us. So got to keep shooting. At some point, we trust that they're going to fall, and when it does, our offenses can go to another level.
How close are you, do you feel, to kind of getting on a hot streak from behind the arc? I feel like there's been games where you've gotten hot and then foul or something like that that's messed up your flow. How close do you think you are to that?
Yeah, I feel good. You go through ups and downs anytime as a shooter, and you always like to think the percentages always go back to the mean. And obviously, the first 3 games haven't shot it the way I know I'm capable of, and that's for everybody. I think everybody has opportunity to pick it up over the next couple games.
Do you like how you're getting more into the lane and definitely using your floater game a little bit more?
Yeah, that's just taking what defense gives you. Especially me and Keegan, and Malik now trying to run us off the line, make us play inside the paint, not trying to force things, just taking what the defense is giving you and make shots.
Is there, shit, this might be corny, but like, there's like lessons after every game, especially in the playoffs where every game kind of takes on its own identity, if you will. Is there a lesson you take from this one, given the experience that you had in the previous two?
Yeah, they, I think they're desperate yesterday. They played more physical, I think, from the jump. They're the aggressors, and I think we were on our home court on those first two games. And so the rest of the series, that's just, like I said, the things that we found success in, the little nuances of the game, offensive rebounding, creating extra possessions, getting out in transition, physicality, forcing turnovers. It felt like they won that area of the game last night, and those are areas that we won game 1 and 2. And so that's obviously important going the rest of the series. We want to pull this out.
Hey, Kevin Pearson has a question.
How much the playoffs is a mental game and just being able to stay up?
It is. It's complete mental focus. It's so much different than the regular season. I think both teams know each other so well at this point. We played each other 3 times, and it's only going to get even more so going the rest of the series. Both teams know what they want to run. Defensively, we kind of know how each other are guarding each other. And so it's just mentally being locked into that. And then the physicality, can you still run your stuff even when defenses know what's coming?
Kevin, that point you made about desperation, like Steph was talking last night about how they knew, they kind of understood the consequences if they lost that game. Does it feel like there's so much at stake for them that it's just going to make them that much tougher to beat, and you guys are really going to have to go out and do it?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't think this was going to be easy. I think anytime going on the road, it's always tough to win. For them and all the past success that they've had in the playoffs, we knew that they weren't going to lay down. They're going to be extremely tough to beat, especially in their own building. And we just got to respond. They responded from games 1 and 2. Now it's our turn.
What do you expect with Draymond Green back for game 4?
Physicality. He unlocks a new element of their offense, just his playmaking, and then his presence defensively. And I'm sure he'll be ready to go.
The intensity you talked about, the aggressiveness. I mean, you've been on the playoff stage before, but the crowd being at a fever pitch in both venues, I wonder, even from a human level, like you walk into game 3, is your mindset and your own adrenaline different? Like, does it feel different walking into game 3 than it did, especially with that game 1 crowd?
Yeah, it does, definitely. I mean, playing at home versus playing on the road. Our crowd was great for us games 1 and 2. And then you flip the script and everybody's against you, and the only people that are with you, it's your small group out on the bench or the small group behind the bench. So it's definitely a different energy. You can't feed off the energy from the crowd. A lot of that has to come within and within your team. And they're tough in this building. They go on runs a lot here, especially when they're able to get out and transition. And that's an element of the game we try to stay away from, is limiting their runs and limiting how they can get the crowd into the game. And so it for sure is a different feel.
Your pregame routine at all to counter that? I mean, you got a tougher playlist on the road?
No, I wish. No, for us, just going in, just trying to stay locked in, focus what we have to do.
Sunday being a matinee game, I know it's not going to be used as an excuse, but is that different mindset, different preparation, different, especially being a playoff game and how high stakes it is?
Yeah, I mean, it's the next game. It's the next game. We, for them to win this series, they got to go in our building and win a game, and we feel like for us to win this series, we got to obviously go in their building and win a game. And 2-2 looks different than 3-1, and for us to go home and have a chance to close it out versus going home trying to extend the series is a lot different. And so hopefully we come with the right mindset and desperation that they played with in Game 3.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.